Hello everyone, welcome to Real Online Tutorials, the online education channel. Today in our session, we are going to discuss an important question: why do leaders fail? But before we start, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Before highlighting on the most important reasons, why do leaders fail? So we should know something, that a leader is a person who may have an influence on individuals and the groups within any organization. He will be helping them to establish goals, guiding them toward the achievements of those goals, and finally to allow them to be effective. So failing to establish the right goals, chasing the wrong goals, it will be an essential and crucial problem. Also failing to influence them and inspire them, this may also cause a problem. If we need to talk more about the additional reasons of why do leaders fail, maybe he has a lack of technical skills and interpersonal skills and conceptual skills. Maybe he doesn't have knowledge and enough knowledge about the job process, the methods, about the right tools and the right technique. On the interpersonal side, he may not have enough knowledge about communication, about team building, about negotiation, about conflict management. He may not be a problem solver or a good and an effective decision making person. He may not have a logical thinking. He may not be creative. And here, he can be a little bit creative or not creative at all. But in order to be an effective leader, the person should be highly creative in order to always come up with something new, to always change, because change is an important factor in the leadership process. Establishing the wrong vision, not being able to change, not adopting to the new changes, not having the flexibility, all these things may create a lot of problems. We may have also the personality dimensions. When he's not dependable, he's not responsible, he's not a well-organized person, he will not follow the plans. Like in other term, I can say it, lack of planning. He's not sociable, talkative, ambitious. He's not open to experience. So also all these things, we should take them into consideration. We should also have the lack of adaptability, because when we make a change, we should be adapting to changes. We should be flexible enough to adapt to changes, to understand the new changes, and to conduct the new change in an effective way. When we talk about risk taking, it's very important for the leader to be a risk taker. But sometimes the leader may have a fear of failure, and then he will be avoiding risks. So when he will not be able to take risks, sometimes he will fail. Because as you know, we cannot grow up at all if we don't take risks. If I need to move to the following points, empowerment is playing a major role, delegation is playing a crucial role in leadership. So the lack of empowerment and the lack of delegation are also important problems to highlight on. So sometimes the leader may not empower the employees. He will not give them the right to make decisions. He will not be assigning them to new tasks. He may not be able to delegate them. So here we can consider him as he's failing. Because when you work as a leader, and specifically here, we are not working anymore between managers and employees. We are working between leaders and followers. So we are all one person. We should interact with each other. We should cooperate with each other. We should work properly with each other. We should trust each other. So by delegating the employees, you will be pushing them to practice more and to be able to accomplish the assignments by themselves in an effective way. And sometimes you need to give the right to employees to make decisions. Sometimes, if you are a salesperson or sales manager and you are working on site and suddenly something happened in front of you, you are going to make the decision as fast as possible because your main goal here is you don't need that the customer will be pissed off. You don't need the customer to leave your store unhappy, dissatisfied. Also, the lack of communication and the lack of cooperation may also affect on the leader to succeed. Because as I was saying like a few minutes ago, that we should work with each other. We should communicate and cooperate with each other. Another reason is that sometimes the leader may have like or a low level of confidence in himself, or he will have overconfidence in himself, and the two are going to affect negatively on the success of the leaders. Sometimes he will not be focusing on what he's going to do. Sometimes he will be performing in a bad way at the beginning. This may lead to failure also. Sometimes the leader may assume that the employees understood what they are supposed to do, but it's not enough. You should follow up with them. You should make sure that everything is on the right track and on the right path. So you cannot only assume that they understand, that they know what to do. And sometimes the leaders fail to listen. Listening is very important. Maybe there is a problem, maybe there is a gap, and you should come up directly with a solution. Ignoring the need to build relationships is also another problem. Not being able to trust each other, or maybe having the wrong expectation. We know that new leaders fail sometimes because they approach the new position with the wrong expectations. and the wrong mindset. The lack of accountability is also another problem. Like not being able to be accountable on the personal side and accountable over the others. That's mean you don't even hold the others accountable, or not being able to hold the others accountable. When you stop to direct, or when the leaders stop to direct the people, to give them the right orientation, also we will be failing. When the leaders stop learning, because learning is a continuous process. As much as we learn, as much as we will grow up, we will be more knowledgeable. So we should not stop learning. Sometimes the leaders may give like destructive criticism, and it's very bad. So failing to give constructive criticism may lead the leader also to fail. When the leader has self-interest, he only cares about himself and he doesn't care about the others, he will be also failing. Now I'm going to talk about something very important, specifically in leadership. Failing to shift the mindset from me to we. There is a very important point to discuss. Most people promoted into leadership roles have performed well as an individual contributor. We know that not all the great individual performers are able to make the shift from driving their personal access to driving the team's success. And here in leadership, we are going to talk about teams, about us, about we, not about me. I'm not working anymore on the individual side. So we are working as a team. So this is a very important point to take into consideration. Finally, I can say that even the leaders fail, but finally they are human and they can make mistakes regardless of how they are doing, how good they are. But the only thing we should know that they should directly stop, they should think slowly and in an effective way. They should take the time to analyze and deconstruct what happened with them. So they should stay calm and focus on making the best out of this bad situation. Thank you for watching my channel.